Bada bing, bada boom, we're back. Gonna try to knock off this one pretty quick. And at first glance, I've quickly realized that I miscalculated my rating of the last draft class. I gave it a 6 or maybe a 5. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna give it a 2. All right. Now this might end up being a great draft class. It might be mid. I don't know. It's all relative, right? So I probably should wait to give out ratings until I've seen all the draft classes. We're not even necessarily going to go in order. We're just going to kind of put people up on the board as we see them. Spencer Dinwiddie, good player, very good player. But, never more than that. Torrey Craig, I believe that is. Good player. Yeah. But not Spencer Dinwiddie good. There's levels to that. Joel Embiid, obviously top 5. I have no clue who my boy is right here, but he looks like a crackhead, low key. Greg Harris. Wait, is that his name? Gary Harris. Gary Harris. Meh. You've been mid. Clint Capella, good player. Dwight Powell. Meh. TJ Warren, tough case, because at points in your career, you were amazing. And everybody knows Bubba Warren was Michael Jordan reincarnated. But you also never really did much before that or after. Since then, what have you done other than just be an average role player? My boy right here, I know who you are. I forgot your name. I got to go bad. Maxi Kleba, I don't care about that Luka Doncic year, that Kyrie Irving year. He's bad. He can shoot a corner 3, and he's tall. Congrats. Rodney Hood, low-key meh. He's decent. Kyle Anderson, good. Is that Daniel Larson? What? Who is this guy? I'm sorry, my boy. I'm sure he was a lights out shooter. I'm sure. And that's no hate. Aaron Gordon, great player. My boy right here, I know who you are, but I low-key forgot. My boy right here, is that Shabazz? That's Shabazz Napier. He's definitely not bad. Meh. Yeah, I put you in meh. Now I'm looking at this. I might even move up TJ Warren to good. Yeah. Jeremy Grant. That's tough because he's better than good, but not as good as great. But if Eric Gordon's at great, Jeremy Grant's at great. My boy right here. Y'all know who he is? I'm not sure. I know my boy. Mind you, when I see a dude's body, like the whole body, yeah, I'm gonna know who he is. This guy got a big neck. Pause. I'm going dumb right now. My boy, I'm not sure I know who you are. Dario Saric, I believe this is. Not gonna lie. I know he was in the league and he was getting minutes for a long time, but bad. This guy, somebody. Oh man, what is his name? For. Oh man, all I know is the whole Bulls franchise was convinced that this guy was going to be good, and he was terrible. He plays like the way he looks. Oh man, he was bad. Maybe one of the dumbest, lowest IQ basketball players I've ever seen play basketball. Horrible. My boy right here, I've seen your face, but I don't know who you are. I got to keep it a buck. Andrew Wiggins, in the grand scheme of things, is a great player. The Nasses. Low key though, because here's the thing: you see all the low lights, and you see the stuff he is incredibly uncoordinated. But as an athlete, as somebody who can block shots or catch lobs or just do some of the most baseline athletic big man things in basketball, he's a good player. I swear to God, if Antetokounmpo was not on the back of his jersey, he would play at least one game in the G or NBA for sure. I think he would probably. That's not crazy. I think he'd probably bounce around as a two-way player. Now has he stayed on the Bucks roster because of Giannis? Oh, for sure. They should have cut him a billion times. But would a G League team who needs a lob threat for their guard they're trying to develop pick him up? Yeah, for sure. Jabari Parker. Listen, I know he was a decent player stats-wise for a while. Yeah, he's good. I can't even put anything against him. I think this is Sam Merrill. I see calves. I see short hair. I see white guy. Um, meh. Yeah, you've been a pretty decent player. My boy right here. You played on the early good Warriors teams. You were a backup big, and I really liked you. I cannot remember your name for the life of me. Um, mm, he's tough. We're gonna put him in bad because I don't remember him enough to be meh. Nikola Jokic, obviously, top five, and not 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, Joe Harris, I forgot that Joe Harris ever existed. It would only be fair to put him in bad because like he has the same career as Maxi Kleba. You know what I mean? He had 2 or 3 years where he played a lot to shoot corner threes. Except Joe Harris was a little more dynamic, right? Not as tall, but can shoot a wider range or wider variety of shots. My boy right here, I promise I know who you are. I forgot though. Forgot your name. I definitely don't know who you are. Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton. Um, Maybe I'm tripping, but I don't think he's supposed to be in this draft class. I'm nine. No, we didn't cover him in the last video, so maybe he is. Elfrid Payton. Here's the thing: he was a really good and like high potential talent as far as like passing and defense. And at the time, like those were extremely high valued, skills for guards, especially point guards. And the Magic took a chance on him. I think it was a lottery pick, if I'm not mistaken. And he was a solid player for a long time. He was never more than that. Tough. I want to put him in good because I like him. But if Gary Harris and Dwight Powell and Torrey Craig are in meh, he's got to be in meh. Bogey, I'd say you're good. Yeah. My boy right here, I know who you are. Definitely know who you are. I forgot. I know you can shoot though. My boy right here for the Pistons. Don't know who you are. Man, apparently my ball knowledge. And listen, I already knew my era of weakness per se, as far as like, knowing what the state of the game was and like the players, involved, who was good, who was bad, who was high potential, the people who had expectations and who didn't. I'm usually pretty good with that. But that era between like Kobe and like today's age, it's tough. It's tough because there was just so many players coming in and out of the league at a level unprecedented. Really fluctuating. The rosters were fluctuating probably 3 times more than they ever had, and they've continued to do so since. Marcus Smart, great player. My boy right here, I've seen you before. Don't know who you are. Same thing. Same thing. I know you were. I've seen a couple like highlight mixes of my guy right here. He can pass the crap out the ball. Zach LaVine, obviously great. Probably going to be top 5 if we're keeping it a buck. Andrew Wiggins might too, because I mean he was an all-star starter. My boy right here, no chance. No chance. This is Dante Exum, who was taken incredibly high for a foreign guard who, was big, but really was kind of just weak. Like, I'm not going to lie, as a prospect, I don't like him as a prospect. Obviously, he's not a prospect anymore. People were really high on him. I think it was a terrible pick. We're going to put him at bad. Now, he did have a game or two for the Blazers that he went nuts. Rodney Hood did that times 5, though. My boy right here, I know who you are. I forgot your name. Same here. Julius Randle is going to be top 5 for sure. Wiggs is probably going to have to go up there. Dougie McThreeball. He's had a solid career in the NBA. I got to put him in May. Jordan Clarkson definitely deserves good. Not sure who my guy right here is. I've definitely seen his face, but like, I'm not sure how, why, when, where. Definitely know who you are. Forgot your name, but I've seen you play. Same thing. Nurkic, good player. So yeah, this is what we're looking at. Does anybody from never seen or heard of him need to move to horrible? No, sir. Anybody bad need to move to horrible? Thanasis. I know that's what you're thinking. I know that's what you want me to do. Pause. All right. I got you. All right. This is it. This draft class is a billion times better than the last draft class. It's not even remotely close. To have Jokic and Embiid in the same draft class, to have Jokic in a draft class in general. But then you got Zach, you got Randall, you got Wiggs, you got 5 All-Stars in here. I think Zach LaVine's been an All-Star. Marcus Smart, championship guy. Jeremy Grant, even though he hadn't won a championship, is a championship guy. And Aaron Gordon, championship. Got really solid role players here. Honestly, this is like the epitome of a draft class. This is what an average draft class should look like. You know what I mean? Or you got like really high tier talent, but you also got a lot of like guys who just don't pan out. You know what I mean? And it's interesting. And it's always an interesting case study to see what were the expectations of these guys, which ones overcame those, met them, failed them, whatever. But yeah, tough draft class. I'm not going to lie. I messed with it. 2014, we'll hit 2015 tomorrow. Let me know what you think. And yeah, appreciate you tuning in. Peace.